This will be our first discussion about the geometry of a doubles court. Just to start with the basics, the one thing that's different is that there's 4 people out here. I know it's obvious, people forget it all the time. Let's count them up. We got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So having 4 people on the court changes the geometry quite a lot. For our purposes here, we're going to have the X's in the serving position. This is the offensive net position. The O's are in the receiving position, and I'd like you all to imagine yourself as this red O down here. So you're dealing with the ball from this side, and we're going to try and set this up so there's always only just a couple shots that make sense. The first thing you got to deal with as this red O is this guy right here on the net. Let's see what his coverage looks like. So he's got that covered right there. He does not have the baseline covered. A lob over his head will be fine. He's got most of the middle of the court covered over here, and he's got everything probably up until just the line covered. That would leave you with a couple shots, and I think you'd be looking at this cross court or lobbing over his head into that area that he doesn't have. I think that's pretty simple. Now let's imagine that you are pulled out to your right, like yay, and we'll take a look at what shots are available to you there. It's again going to be that cross court, but it's going to have to be a sharper angle because you want to keep it away from player X at the net, or that same lob is going to be effective. So again, just a very, very basic stab at understanding the geometry of a doubles court from this position here, the O, the red O. And we're going to boil it down to just a couple rules, I think. And we want to say that number 1, your job is to keep that ball in play. And number 2, let's try and stay away from the player at the net right now. Thanks again for your time. See you soon.